Okay. Hello. I'm hoping everybody can see me. And I'm hoping that everybody is on mute. Claire, is everybody on mute? Possibly. If not, can you all just mute yourselves? That would be a lot easier. Thank you very much. So my name is Andrea Spice. I'm an Arbonne independent consultant and district manager. I started my Arbonne journey in July 2015 and I became district manager in September. So I've been doing it a short time, but I've been trying to learn as much as I can and I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. So this evening, I'm going to share with you information that I have learned from a training breakfast I went to earlier this week, last weekend. So I hope that it is helpful for you all. So the first thing I want to talk about is the independent consultants cash bonus. So please bear with me while I try and share my screen. Okay, right. Sorry, I'm having a technical moment. Right, view slideshow. Okay, so I hope you can all see me now. So this is a newly launched incentive for independent consultants that started this month. Now it is only for people who are at the independent consultant level alone, not district managers and above. It's trying to help to bridge the gap and encourage the independent consultants to stay in the business, to recruit more consultants and to help them move on. So there are I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong slide. So there are three levels for this incentive. The first one is for an independent consultant to sponsor one new independent consultant who accumulates 250 PQV in their start month. Now this 250 PQV does not have to be all in one order. It just has to be across their start month. If they achieve this, they will earn a 6% override on all their personally sponsored independent consultants, not just their one new personal independent consultant. Now the next level achieves a £30 bonus. This is if in 1 month they sponsor one new independent consultant with their 250 PQV as before. They also need 1,500 QV in their success line volume, of which 500 must be PQV. However, more than 500 could be PQV. If you wanted the whole 1,500 could be PQV. It just has to be 1,500 QV. Now for this, they will get their 6% again, and as I said, the £30 cash bonus. Now the third level of this is to sponsor 2 or more new independent consultants, all of whom must have a 250 PQV in their start month, and then they must also achieve 2,500 QV in their success line volume, of which again 1,000 must be PQV, but it can be more than 1,000. Any contribution into that 2,500 is allowed. For this, they will get the 6% and they will get the £60 cash bonus. Now, for people who've been in the business a little while and know about the independent consultant level, at the moment, they don't really get an incentive as such. The big jump is when you get to district manager. So this is a great little incentive for independent consultants to help to grow their business and to get more consultants on their team. And by doing this, they are putting themselves on the road for district manager. It's a great start and a great help and a great motivator for them. And they can also do the strong starts at the same time. So not only will they get the cash bonus or the 6% override, but any of these bonuses, they could also put themselves on a good stand for strong start, and they could possibly get themselves onto the DM qualification road. So great. It's for new and existing consultants, but the one thing you must remember, although it is running January to June, you have to qualify every month. So if you achieve any of these levels in, say, January, you will not get the 6% in February unless you do it again. It is individual months, individual qualification. It is only running till June, and we do not know what's going to happen after June as yet. It might stop, it might continue, it might change. We just have to wait and see. But it's a great little incentive for our independent consultants. So the next incentive trip that I would like to talk to you about is Arizona. So this is a trip for area managers and above. And from my understanding, the only cost you really have is the cost of your flight. Once you're in Arizona, as it says, all your expenses are covered for, your accommodation, your food and everything. The only thing it says is not covered for are your breakfasts. So as it says, bring your Arbonne shakes. So to earn this incentive, there are 3 different ways of qualifying. First of all, district managers can promote to area manager by March the 1st, 2016 and maintain at 10,000 QV during the qualification period. It says $10,000, but that equates to 10,000 QV. The second way is for all existing area managers, and they have 3 ways that they can win this incentive or earn this incentive. However, the first one has changed because we didn't learn about this incentive until later on than a lot of other people. We've had a slight change. So you must earn your DM and AM bonus for 2 out of the 4 months of November through to February, with a minimum 10,000 QV in each month. Or promote 2 direct DMs from your central area by March the 1st, or be in qualification for RVP no later than 1st of March 2016. Now, you do not need to apply or register for this incentive trip. It is automatic registration, and you will be contacted by the team if you are in it. However, if you think that you have already qualified and you are looking to book your flights, then I know other consultants have contacted the team and to confirm that they are in it before they've booked their flights, even though they really knew that they were in it. They just wanted the confirmation. So that's quite an exciting new incentive trip. I believe last year it was absolutely amazing. So if you can get on that, then I suggest you get on it. So the next incentive trip, because it's incentive crazy at the moment, sorry, I've got so many pieces of paper, is the Hallow Paradise Arbonne incentive trip to the Bahamas. Now, this is the trip that follows the cruise last year. And if you've spoken or seen any Facebook clips or anything, you will know how amazing this trip is. And you should do everything you can to earn your place, because you don't win your place, you will earn your place. It is reward for your hard work. So registration is already open. And if you registered before the close of play of December, you will have received double points for your December QV and also a bonus of your August QV. So there are 5 levels of reward for this incentive. Level 1, 25,000 Central District QV, and you will earn an Arbonne Bluetooth selfie stick. Level 2 is 50,000 Central District qualifying volume, and you will earn the selfie stick and a toiletry bag and travel set. Level 3 at 75,000 is where the holiday kicks in. This will earn you a 5-night, 6-day trip for 1 person. You must also remember at the bottom to promote 1 manager or vice president, 2 managers or vice presidents, or 3 managers, vice president, and so on. Don't forget that important bit. It's not just QV. So registration is still open and will be open until May 31st, and it costs $40. And the QV collection period also runs until May 31st. You can register on the Arbonne website at My Events, Arbonne Conferences, AIT 2016 Atlantis, register. And you can keep track of your progress at My Trackers, all incentives, all of which are on your dashboard. So the next little adventure we have coming up is GTC 2016. Now, they've also put an incentive out for this because it's just incentive crazy at the moment. So this GTC 2016 is the absolutely amazing training conference that is held in Vegas this year. And it has been held in Vegas for the last few years. So the qualification period for this is between now, so the 1st of January and February 29th. If you achieve level 1, you will have sponsored 2 new independent consultants who each place a single order of 350 PQV by February the 29th. And for this, the Arbonne will pay your registration fee. Now, if you've already paid your registration fee, they will refund you back. Level 2 is absolutely amazing. you must sponsor 5 new independent consultants who each place a single order of 350 PQV by February 29th. For this, you will get your registration fee refunded as per level 1, but you will also get a complimentary I Want It All set. Now, for those of you that don't know, the I Want It All set is the new product launch that will be happening in Vegas this year, as every year. Now, these products will not be available to buy in the UK. Last year, from my understanding, they were launched in Vegas and then consultants could not buy them until the AAC, which was September. But rather than buy them when you get to Vegas, this will be your chance to earn them and have a whole set for free, have a good few months to enjoy them, to learn about them, to talk about them with your clients before they can even buy them and build up the hype. You will also get a complimentary purchase with purchase gift. And then to top it all off, you will also get the QV in April for these complimentary products. So not only do you get products for free, you are also getting the QV. So I think that's pretty amazing, really. Now, the only other slight change I want to talk to you about that I learnt at the training about GTC 2016 is the white party. Now, there have been a few changes this year, and the white party last year was for area managers and above. But from my understanding, from listening to people who were there, it was very, very busy. It was very full, and it changed the enjoyment slightly of the party. There are a lot of area managers in Arbonne, and so the decision has been made that area managers will not be invited to the white party this year. But that being that, we are still in Vegas and there are a million one things we can do. So yes, I'm sure some of you have already bought your white dresses and I'm sure some of you are very disappointed, but you're still going to have a wonderful time and you're still going to be with all the other Arbonne people and it's still going to be amazing. So that is all those events and incentives that I want to talk about. So I'm going to stop this share and come back to the main screen, I hope. Okay, there we are. Right, so upcoming events closer to home. Work is going on in creating within the McCarthy, Wells, Allen international groups for a leadership academy, which will be happening in March and will be open to all levels within those groups, and also an area retreat, which is an overnight stay and 1.5 days training. To qualify for the area retreat, you must promote to area manager by the 1st of May 2016. More information regarding dates and venues to follow for both of these events. So watch this space. It will be coming through in your email. Now, the next training I want to talk about is the district manager training. You should have seen a recent communication from Arbonne regarding the district manager training that they are hosting on Saturday, February the 20th. This day will be packed full of advice and support from national and regional vice presidents. It is to be hosted by ENVP Sarah Dunning, as well as an incredible external speaker. And the aim of this training is to help district managers take their step to become area managers. I'm very excited about going to this training. It's going to be held in the Dallas Burston Polo Club in Warwickshire. And today I saw an email that said that the cost was £35, which includes refreshments, lunch, and an Arbonne product gift. And you can register at my events, Arbonne Conferences, UK District Manager Training. The further details regarding registration came out on the email today, so I hope you all saw that. Now, exciting news for AAC 2016, which will be happening in September. Our Regional Vice President, Zoe Allen, has been selected as one of the 8 team members to be in the task force in the setting up and organising of this event. She will be working with the team and head office to help make another amazing day. And to help her with this, she has asked for feedback on the following for those who attended the last AAC. What did you or didn't you like about AAC 2015? Do you have any entertainment ideas? Do you have any suggestions for external speakers? Do you have any suggestions for internal speakers, including topics? Please can you either Facebook message or email those to Zoe. Thank you. After we spoke about training and conferences and incentive trips, we went on to discuss discover Arbonnes. And it seemed around the table that there were a few ways that people seem to do them. There wasn't one way, people had different ways. So some thoughts for you were, some have a 1 hour long DA with the slides, and some seem to tag a meet the product at the end of the DA, making a shorter DA, and then say have a 15-minute demonstration. And some had a complete, very short DA, and then a more in-depth meet the products. The one suggestion that everybody came up with was that you must always have a guest sign-in sheet to collect the email addresses of everybody who has attended, because then you have the communication open. So the suggestion with the 3 product stations, which would be manned by independent consultants, 1 at each, was to have a cosmetic station, a nutrition station, and a skincare station. And then your guests can move between the stations, so they're not sat still, they're moving around, they have an opportunity to talk, they have an opportunity to sort of communicate, ask questions, join in, rather than feel that they're sat there being spoken to. Another suggestion was to possibly have a guest speaker, for example, maybe a specialist on menopause, or something that might be of interest to the audience but is separate to Arbonne. And don't forget that there are many recorded DAs on YouTube for your research and ideas. Now, the presentation slides for the DA are the presentation slides for the DA. However, within the teams, they have set up an amazing way of looking at the presentation slide so that the presentation slide is facing your audience, but on the reverse, you have your speaker notes already typed up and printed. So it reminds you what's on that screen and sort of gives you a cue for what you're going to say. So I'm looking forward to using those rather than trying to remember what's on the screen. So the next thing, I'm sorry if I'm going too fast, please tell me and I'll slow down, just nod or shake. The next thing that we spoke about were our personal strategies. So again, I'm just going to share this for you. Right, okay. So this is a personal strategy form, and this should be completed by every person every month. And you should sit down with your team, not just your new consultant, but every consultant in your team if you can, or via a Zoom or somehow just communicate with them to get this completed and filled in. So some of it is quite self-explanatory, but I will just run through it quickly. So of course you have at the top your name and the month, your promotional goal, as in do you want to be district manager qual, area manager, etc., etc. Your income goal in pounds, your end of the month QV goal, and your mid-month QV goal. Now, it's not necessarily going to be half, because a lot more activity seems to happen in the second half of the month than the first half of the month. Are you completing Strong Start? Are you in Grow Strong? Are you looking at the management bonuses? And then in the red boxes, it's also been added in the new independent consultants cash bonuses, the new bonuses that have just been done. So, oh, sorry, my computer's having a wobbler. So when you have done that, that's your starting level, and then you need to break it all down. So forgetting what you've written above, you need to look at your personal activity now. How many one-to-ones am I committed to doing? And write the number down. How much QV will I generate from PCs or product presentations? Write your expected QV down. How many new business builders will I sponsor and launch into my business? Write your QV down. How much QV will I generate for my own personal spend? And write that down, and then add them all up and put them in the box. And then you need to look at your team's activities. So what are their goals for the month? You have 6 boxes here, but you could divide them in half and make 12 boxes, because you're just looking for a name and a QV total, and add all those up and then put that in your total for my team's total QV. Then you need to look on the right hand side at the incentives I want to achieve this month. Now this could be your qualification, your next level, it could be your your level 1, say, of your incentive trip. It could be earning your your refund for your GTC ticket, whatever it is you want to do, put it in there. And then skills that will help me, this will be books that you want to read, maybe YouTube or SoundCloud clips that you want to listen to. It might be that you want to repeat and rehearse your one-to-one so that you know it off by heart with no problems and you're confident. Or maybe you want to keep going over your DAs so that you can do it in your sleep. Or maybe you want to focus on a product range and you really want to learn and concentrate on a product range so that you can work on selling that product, and that is your focus for the month. Maybe you want to work on the sea sauce range, or you want to work on the RE9 range, and you're going to learn lots and lots and lots and lots more than you know about any of the other products. And that could be your skills. Now, when you've done all this, this is where the fun and games start. So this bottom box, take your total QV goal for this month, which was your personal total QV, and then add your team's QV, which was my team's total QV, add them together and see what figure you get. You will probably find that that QV figure is higher than the end of month QV goal that you set yourself. It's just the way of the world. We sell ourselves most of the time short than what we can actually do. You've now put it down, you've now committed to it, you've now worked it out, so now you have to do it. So to get on and do it, there is another sheet to help you monitor. So this is in here, month start. So this is all in Kickstart 2016 on the Google Drive. So this one is a tracker. So this is how to track your activity. So you complete the top of this sheet as if it is the end of the month. So for example, it would be January 2015, although of course it's 16, so that needs to change. It is the 31st of January 2016. I have the QV in my success line, which will have come from your sheet before, from that bottom right hand corner figure. And I am the level of, wherever you want to be, I told however many new people about Arbonne every day and did X amount of presentations this month, which means I now have so many new consultants and so many preferred clients. This is what you are saying at the beginning of the month. You are going to be at the end of the month. You're going to sign it and date it as if the month is over. And now below you have a day-by-day tracking if you wish to track. So some people like to do this in the evening so they can record the day's activities, and some people like to do it when they get up in the morning and record the day before's activities. So it's entirely your choice. But basically you write down the QV for the day, the number of calls you made, the number of one-to-ones or events you held, and how many PCs or ICs you spoke to. So you do this every day. Now you might also find it very valuable when you're looking through to try and track patterns in your in your sales, that if you know when there was a flash buy, or if you know maybe that you were ill, so that, you know, we all get run down at this time of year. Maybe you didn't do quite as much as you had planned you were going to do that day. So just mark a little note so you can see where your spikes are and your falls, and then you'll be able to see a pattern. So it's quite exciting to watch it all forming, and it keeps a count going. So they're the two trackers that we have for goal setting. The sheet before, the personal strategy, you could also do as well for 1 month, for 6 months, or even a year, in line with your vision. So I'm just going to flick back again. I can work out how to do that. Stop share. Right. So the other few things I would like to talk to you about is your daily affirmations. Please do not forget to do your daily affirmations. I am so happy and grateful because whatever you are happy and grateful for, write it down. You're looking in the future, you're thinking about where you're going to be, it's going to take you there. These are great to be written in your diary every day. I've even heard some consultants say that they stick them on their mirror, on their fridge, they repeat them when they're in the shower, just so that they keep seeing it, saying it, and believing it. Then, have you updated your vision board for 2016? Again, everyone has their preferred way of doing this. Cutting out and sticking pictures on the board, it seems to be very popular. Danny Wells suggested using an app such as Pick Collage at the training session, which lets you make an electronic vision board so you can save as your son's screensaver on your phone or your computer. Now, I came home from this training session and spoke to my 11-year-old daughter and said, oh, Livia, I found an amazing app I've been told about. Look, you can do this, this, and this. And she just looked at me completely deadpan and said, Mum, I've been using that app for months. I was like, why didn't you tell me about it? That would have made my life so much easier. So I think that this app is absolutely an amazing way to do your vision board, because you can shrink, you can enlarge, you can rotate, you can do whatever you want. You can take pictures from the internet, you can take pictures from your photo albums, you can do whatever you want and place them how you want. But the brilliant thing is, because it is a photo, you can use it as your screensaver, you can use it on your phone, but you can go to one of the internet photo printing shops or one of the high street printing shops, and you can get, if you want, a poster print of your vision, easily done, as whatever size you want, big, small, if you want to go for gold, canvas, whatever you want, you can get printed so easily, because this is a photo. I'm thinking about doing this and getting a poster one done. I'm also thinking about getting some small 6x4 ones printed, so I can stick one on my fridge and I can stick one in my car and my sun visor, and I can have one in my diary, and they're not intrusive around my house, but I can see them rather than having great big boards everywhere. So as they say, if you believe it, it will happen. Put it on your vision board, see it, it's going to happen. So another thing that we spoke about that I would like to talk to you about is a questionnaire. Now, this questionnaire is amazing, and it has been developed and worked on in the McCarthy, Allen and Wales regions to help you tailor sample drops, helping you to build and maintain clients. So I'm just going to pull it up again, if I can remember where I've put it. Right, client questionnaire. Okay, so I'm just going to scroll down quickly so you can have a quick look at it. Again, it's all on the Kickstart 2016 Google Drive. So it's asking various questions. You know, what makeup do you use? What brand do you use? What's your hair type? Do you colour your hair? You know, do you take vitamin supplements, etc., etc.? What your areas are concerned. So it really does include a lot of information. And this has been taken and enhanced from the fantastic design by District Manager Hayley Cashin. So thank you, Hayley, for coming up with this, because I know this is going to help me huge amounts. It just means that I myself are slightly more confident going up to speak to people, because I can go up to speak to people, I can give them the questionnaire, I can say to them, please, if you're interested, if you want to find out more, fill in this questionnaire. I will collect it back from you. I will return to you with some products for you to try for 2 to 3 days. Then we can have a talk about the products. We can have a talk about what you like and don't like, etc., etc. Rather than me just walking up to people, especially in the playgrounds or whatever, talking to them and they're going, oh no, it's that Arbonne lady coming again. Oh no. So I know this happens occasionally because we all overdo it. We all get super excited. So at least this gives us a little bit of focus and people can do it in their own time. So the idea when handing out the sample packs, once you've had the questionnaire back and you've looked at it, is that it was thought that it would be a good idea to include a postcard or a small notebook for your potential client or your client, if you want to show your existing client new products, for them to have a notebook or postcard that they can write down comments about what they thought about the product, how they felt, either inside or on their skin, because it might be makeup, it might be creams, it might be nutrition, so they might be feeling different within the inside. You never know. So, but I think if you ask them to write it down as and when they're doing it, they're more likely to write how they were really feeling. If you ask them after the 3 days, how did you get on? You're going to get, yes, I liked it, all right, no, I didn't like it, but you're not going to get that response that they were feeling when they were actually trying the products. Always include within your sample package a general usage guideline, including things like a dot is a lot, so that people understand that these are ultra premium products, but they are a little bit stronger in some cases, and you only need a small amount because of all the nonsense that's not in our products. And include your contact information. The suggestion was not to put a catalogue in with the sample pack, as price can alter people's decisions and thoughts on the products. When you meet to get the products back, then hand over a catalogue and discuss sit down and discuss the discount options. It was also suggested, which I really loved, that you could put, instead of just putting the full-size products in the sample pack, you could put some of the small designed sample packs in the sample set that you're sending over. However, it was suggested, and I think is a very good idea, that you don't just put the small mini sample packs in. If you say, for example, put a skincare sample pack in, then put a full-size bottle of something else in, or a couple of full-size bottles of something else. Otherwise, you've got no reason to meet up with them. You won't get that follow-up because they've finished their product, they've chucked the empty bottles in the bin. Whereas if they've got one of your full-size products, you at least have to meet up to get your product back, and it will engage a conversation. Whichever way it goes, it will engage a conversation. You can even email the questionnaire and send samples on the back of the emailed questionnaire to people that don't live near you. And don't forget, as well as the small sample packs within the nutrition range, the protein shakes now come in individual sachets for both flavors. So you can send a sachet of the powder protein. So after you've met to collect these samples back, do not forget to have a follow-up call 2-3 days after they've received the catalogue to see if they've had a look through, to see if they are interested, so that they don't just think that you've given them the products, they've given you the catalogue, it's sat there on the side. If they are honest and they say they haven't looked at it, say, okay, fine. Do you think maybe you could have a look at it in the next couple of days, and I will call you on whatever it is 3 days later. So they know you're going to call. If they're interested, they'll look at it. If they're not, they're not. But at least you know what's happening. So that was quite an exciting and busy training session that we had. And I think that was all the feedback that I really want to give you from it. For those of you, I'm going to just take this off my screen again, if I can. Stop share. Come back again. Right, okay. For those of you that are following the 30 Days to Healthy Living, I hope it is going really, really well. I myself am absolutely loving it. But I know that I couldn't be doing it without help, support, and encouragement sent via all the Facebook groups. That is invaluable to keeping going. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to say a massive thank you to everybody who's contributing on all these Facebook groups, because they are amazing. Otherwise, it'd be a one-week wonder, I would imagine. So all I'm left to say now is enjoy your month, do your best, and most of all, have fun while you're doing it. What is the point of doing something if you don't have fun? Thank you for giving up your Wednesday night and joining me on the Zoom. If anyone has anything else that they would like to add, please unmute yourself and join in, or type it up and we can have a look. But thank you very much.
I know I'm not meant to be talking